what they say. Oh no, we're on our way. Escape to reality. Escape to reality. Escape to reality. Escape to reality. Woo!
Hey everybody, it's Escape to Reality with Justine
and Geneva. Hola. I like your escape to reality. a little pause. A little pause there. We're here.
Brain traction. The train.
Yeah. What am
the
I?
Wheels stop.
What am I saying? We're here, people. It's our Bravo breakdown episode. Pretty pumped about Beverly Hills being back and that amazing
weird
Jersey
vibes
finale.
to me though.
Weird. It was weird energy. You know, I do have a little bit of a sense of it might be a kind of a weird season.
Yeah, it's not going to be a Jersey season to me.
Oh, Jersey though. Can we just come on? That was a great season. I could take 10 more episodes.
Why end it?
Right?
Oh my God.
Think about 15 episodes of OC compared to 15 episodes of Jersey. It's a completely different experience. Just I couldn't wait for OC to end. I mean, I didn't even finish it, but there's just such a difference in the dynamic.
And the episodes
nature.
fly by, and I just loving every second of it. The husbands are just as dynamic as the women.
Yes. Yeah.
And it seems like Vicky is out.
Good.
Can you believe that?
It's crazy.
Might be a decent season. They bring in a new blonde in. She's really pretty. Ugh. I think they could get rid of Tamara. I think they could have done without her. I guess what's
Tanya
her face?
Has you all fucked up on the pronunciations.
Oh my God, I hate. I shouldn't say. I'm trying not to say. I have a disdain for Tanya.
Oh my God, I was just talking the other day to somebody about how much I hate Trump, and they were like, I mean, I just don't hate. I try not to hate anybody. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I hate so many people.
Well, I hate you for saying that.
Right? It's I was thinking through. I'm like, man, I don't hate people I know. Well, I mean, I hate a few people I know, but
I hate people. But
I mainly hate I hate
nice
Trump. I hate all those idiots.
Yeah, and besides Trump, if I saw Trump walking down the side of the road, I wouldn't do shit for him. But if I saw somebody I knew walking down the side of the road, even if I didn't like him, I'd still pull over and open the door and then play the game with them to hop in and keep driving.
The hate is real, though. I mean, sometimes when people are like, I don't hate anybody, I'm like, well, listen, you're more advanced than I am.
Have you had a job? You've never worked anywhere then.
I know. You've never had to deal with a ridiculous email. Oh my God. Okay. I gotta find this email. So my friend who works in an office, obviously who works in an office, has this guy who's the office manager, and he'll send these crazy emails out to people about stuff that people have done in the office that people have issues with.
Oh my God. I wish we could see
I'm gonna
those.
read this email. You're gonna die. All right. Hello. Someone in our office put 2 unopened boxes of cookies on the table next to some free stuff in the kitchen. This is often where food is put out to share with everyone. An office mate tried one, and it made them sick. Upon inspection, the cookie box was best by date was April 2012, and the cookies are now rancid and possibly poisonous. I don't know. I'm a hydrologist, period. Can you send an email to the office to please not put expired food out to share? Expired food is for the garbage and shouldn't be put out for office consumption. This seems obvious, but I guess it isn't.
Oh my God. They put out stuff like that at my office, and these little losers eat it right up.
Oh, people, you put anything out. I saw somebody put Christmas candy out yesterday. I'm like, these people will eat anything.
Oh,
but
they
also,
will.
If a cookie is from 2012, wouldn't you kind of be like, oh man, this kind of tastes weird? You're just pounding it?
Yeah. Would you take one bite and throw it out? They don't. They keep it going.
That's crazy.
They have a working, probably making more money than all of us. Oh, I have one of those at my office. It's there. Those emails make you want to jump off a bridge.
That's my favorite line, though. I don't know. I'm a hydrologist. It's God.
2012. Anyways. Who's bringing in? I love that person. That's 7 years ago now. Oh my God.
They're like, listen, the new Girl Scout cookie batches are coming in. We got to get rid of these.
Oh, I love it so much. That's your fault.
That's fucking funny. All right. Before we dive into the shows,
go puke in the bathroom and get back to work.
Well, also, like, if you tasted the cookie, wouldn't you be like, shit, I'm not going to eat this whole thing. You're just going to keep at it and then get sick? Like, I don't...
And then complain?
Right, and then complain.
Oh, my God. They do that at my work, too. I bring stuff in, and it's gone. And anything you don't want after the holidays. Yep. It's amazing what people will take down.
In an office, it's
really
like
gross.
All bets are off. People just eat anything. All right.
Oh, my God.
You got any celeb gossip before we dive in?
Yes. Did you watch... Okay, I hate the internet for this. Sorry. I dislike the internet.
This is going to be a challenge for us.
Okay. The freaking internet, it's 9 o'clock on the West Coast, and it's popping up. It doesn't say Celebrity Big Brother crowns its winner. It said Tamar Braxton won Big Brother. I have a problem with that. It's not even aired on the West Coast yet, you cocksuckers.
That is a problem. Living on the West Coast is like all the news is so delayed. Everything gets you find out everything ahead of time. You have to stay offline.
It really pisses me off.
I can't believe she won. It's so surprising to me. I called that all wrong. I
unanimously
have the vote.
People like her in that she didn't piss that many people off. I guess.
Good for
or
Tamar.
They just hated Ricky.
Right
now, why would Ricky take her to the final two? He thought that.
If he had took Lolo, he would have won.
Yeah.
I
wonder why he took Tamar. Maybe they had a real bond that we didn't see.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, good for her. She won $250,000.
And she's got to buy a house. You're telling me they don't have money? She don't have money to buy a house?
I think Vince controlled a lot of her money.
Took all her money?
Well, I mean, he was a manager,
broke?
So she probably got some shitty deal. You know, like they were married, but I think most of how they lived was his money.
And after the divorce, he got a lot of it? I mean, she got screwed?
I don't know what happened, but
seems
that's
like
the sense I get.
Really needed that cash. I mean, I think Dina needed it the most.
Oh, did you see? Evidently, Lindsay Lohan's like going after Tamar on social media, like tweeting
after
all this
Tamar.
Crazy shit yes, tweeting all this crazy shit at her, like you're not a woman's woman, and da 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 da. Like I guess they're saying that she was mean to her or something. I don't know.
No, Tamar is a woman's woman. I love Tamar.
I
like
too.
Dina too.
I saw Dina's boyfriend came out and he's actually real, so our catfishing claim was wrong.
Yeah, I did see like he was dating some other woman simultaneously. I just saw the headline. I didn't read into it. I kind of lost interest after she was not going to get on the show. I could care less, right? But he is hot.
Yeah.
God, I wonder how she met. But Big Brother, real quick. Ricky seemed like a decent person. He said he was going to take her. He took her. I'm surprised he didn't take I'm surprised he took Tamar. I was surprised that every single person voted. I didn't cry when Nene was crying. I didn't cry about any of that stuff. I was crying for Tamar for some reason. And then when her son...
You were?
I was like driving to work watching it the night after because I fell asleep. And then once they won, I don't know why, it just triggered something in me. I feel like she's my friend. I have a soft spot for her.
Oh,
and
good.
After she got screwed off the reel, I am Team Tamar on that because she was the show. The show's never been entertaining since, and they really effed up on that. And when her son came out, I just love her son. He's the cutest little thing in the whole wide world.
One of my favorite, I think it was on the Tamar and Vince show when she has biscuits out. It's like dough. It hasn't even been cooked yet.
Yes,
And do you remember that?
Like
he
the
just
grandma,
pounded,
right?
Yes, and he just picked up, he's like a year. He just, when he sees no one is looking, he just pounds an entire biscuit to the face. That was an all-time classic.
He's so freaking adorable,
Yeah,
and
he's cute.
she seems like a good mom. She's crazy, but I think she's a good mother.
Yeah, good for her. Shout out to Tamar.
Oh, man, her and Vince. I just can't believe they broke up.
Yeah.
I guess when you talk about how strong a relationship is, it's kind of I don't know. But
do you care at all about Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom getting engaged?
Oh, I saw the ring.
It's weird. It looks like a ring you'd get out of a box.
Yeah, it looks like a Wendy Williams ring. It's really freaking cool. I love it, but
I
says
hated it.
engage. Oh, did you hate it? See, I like gaudy, colorful stuff like that. But
I mean, I love a statement piece like that, but for an everyday, you're wearing that every day.
No, right. It can't be it's not an everyday thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I would never wear it. I actually bought a cheap ass ring like that, but I never wore it because it's annoying as all hell.
Right. Katy Perry's kind of lost me. I don't know.
It's kind of a joke.
Her,
me too.
Yeah.
Her thing is really her career has gotten weird.
It has.
She was never a dancer, and she's not really.
No. And I'll never forget that performance she did with Amigos made me so uncomfortable. If you ever want to be like,
what was that? Oh, on
she had
Saturday Night Live?
Swish. No, she had like some Swish song she did with them, and she's like trying to like hip hop dance around. It's like very uncomfortable. It's like if you ever want to be like, this
she is weird. She comes from a very weird background.
Yeah, she does definitely.
Her name is Kate Hudson.
Who?
In real life, that's her real name.
What? Kate Hudson, like Kate Hudson, the actress.
Yeah. But that's her real legal name is Katie Hudson or Catherine Hudson.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know. Kate Hudson's probably really happy.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why I think Kate Hudson's a better pop star name than Katy Perry.
Yeah, I agree. You got anything else before we dive in?
Back to the Offset real quick.
Oh,
I can't get over it was the Migos video, a documentary that they put out, and so he had to have asked Cardi if it was okay to put a video of her like on the final pushes of giving birth, right?
Well, what I thought was weird too was that the whole trailer for the documentary was silent until it got to that part, and then it was just like, look at all this pain, and I was like, I don't know, it seemed weird. Like he really put it all out there. I mean, yeah, I'm sure she gave her.
I would be so pissed.
I would too. Like
I thought the girl standing was her. I couldn't figure out who was who, and it doesn't look like him in the room.
God, he's driving me nuts. I feel like he's really trying to like stunt on Cardi B's shine. It's bothering me.
Me too.
Like I just want him to take a step back and do his own thing. Like I liked them when they were like both doing their own thing independently, and then like would come to award show together and sit next to each other. But like I don't like him like trailing after her for all these big moments and like ruining them. It's bothering me.
Because when she won the freaking Grammy, in her head, is she like, why is he coming up with me? Or
right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
what was she thinking? What was she thinking? Tell me.
I think she likes it. That's the problem. I think she likes this kind of shit.
She's into him.
Yes, 100%.
And they really weren't broken up that long. It was right before Christmas. We're only in February.
I mean, that just shows you the type of like emotional person you're dealing with Cardi, where she just puts everything on Instagram, like we're over, and
it's like, teenager love.
We're splitting up a
lot of money.
Like 2 months later, it's like, oh no, we're back together and forget about it. It's like it's bizarre.
And her different personalities, her Grammy Awards speech is so meek and mild, and she's so shocked.
I think she was just like too nervous.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah,
I love how she's like, I gotta start smoking weed. She's so cute. And then a couple hours later, she's back to rambling on Instagram, cussing people out for saying stuff. She really is a fascinating person.
She's good.
All right,
she's great. Yes.
She is. She looked pretty. I liked the vintage piece or whatever she was wearing. I was over the whole Lady Gaga doing stuff like that, but see, Cardi did it crazy like that, but still look pretty to me. And then
that
she
dress like cracked me up. I just couldn't even. When I saw her walking down the aisle, I was like, "This is so stupid." I can't even like. It was hilarious to me.
How do you get in the car with that on?
She dropped a new song.
You probably stand. Yes.
With Bruno Mars.
I haven't listened to it.
Oh my god, the one line that killed me. She said, "Your pussy basura, like garbage. My pussy horchata."
Like, oh my god.
Like horchata is delicious, one of the best drinks ever. If you haven't had horchata,
Tyler loves horchata.
Horchata's, you can just pound some horchata. But that line, your pussy basura, I'm like, oh my god, I can't.
Oh, you have such a good little accent there. I'm so white. I'm like, pussy basura.
All right, we ready? You got something else?
Oh, just the stupid taglines for Real Housewives of New York City are out, and Sonia's is, people call me over the top, but lately I prefer being a bottom. She's outrageous.
I love Sonia. Never change. Never change.
God, it's so great. Bethany's, when life gives me limes, I make margaritas. Could we just smash a bar? Tyler came home with a bottle of Skinny Girl margarita. He's such a loser. Like, it's so ridiculous. Ramona sucks. The only thing I'll settle for is more.
Oh, that's bad.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Really surprised her and Mario never got back together, but I'm happy that they didn't.
Same.
The stupid Kenny G Kardashian thing.
Oh, I fucking hate Kenny G. I can't stand it. Oh my God. What's wrong with me? I'm filled with hate.
You've been talking to me too long. I don't mind Kenny G.
Oh, I
he
hate
freaks
Kenny
me
G.
out.
Also,
I don't know anything
what
about
happened
him,
in
really.
Kenny G's career that like you're so sad that like you're a for hire saxophone? I don't understand.
He's not. I mean, they paid probably buckets of money. But what is the point of this shit? What's really going on with these people?
So stupid.
It is a beauty. I love the whole, like, if I was getting married, if the whole room was filled with vases of flowers like that, I think I love the look. But their house has all these stunts every holiday. And it's like, are you taking all the furniture out, or is there no furniture ever?
No, their house is like
what's
sterile.
the deal?
It's like a sterile, sick environment to me. Like I found that almost the opposite of romantic. I found it creepy. Like I don't want to walk into an empty white room and see all this weird shit and Kenny G's playing it. Like
no. In their situation, it's bizarre, and it's. But if I was like, if I was gonna get married and the whole room was filled with it, I guess it'd be cool. But it's just ridiculous. I bet. How much you think he got paid? 100 G's?
Oh no, I don't freaking
50
no way.
G's? 20?
He's not Beyonce. I have no idea.
Okay.
But still, I found it sad.
Yeah. I just want to know what the hell's going on there. Then they're bringing another kid in. It's just.
Yeah.
It's getting
all
crazy.
Right. Okay, we're going. Sorry, we're delayed, my friends. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's do it.
Yes.
Where are we? We're still in Tokyo.
Oh my God! Go home.
I know.
Husband's gotten cancer. Grandpas are dying, but they're still staying.
That Eva's bachelor party was like so pathetic to me. Tanya really trying to make it over the top. I can't stand her.
I can't. I just can't. I don't know who the hell hired her.
Everyone tell us who you hate. Holler at us on Twitter if you hate somebody at Escape 2 Pod, as long as it's not us. Don't be like, hey, we hate you. She was bothering me. I loved Nene, though, coming down with no energy, giving her nothing. I thought that was very entertaining.
It was great. She can ice a room out.
Oh, the energy that she can bring into a room, good or bad, is amazing.
She sets the tone.
How about the Japanese stripper?
Oh my God.
Also, like Atlanta is like I feel like Atlanta has like great strippers on both sides of the coin, male and female. So it was like they were probably like, "What is this?" He was so terrible.
With the socks and everything.
Oh, the socks.
And the little they show his butt like that. It was just so gross.
So unattractive.
He was so pale. He needs a spray tan.
The pickle situation, they were really getting into that.
I don't know what kind of pickle that was. That must be a Hong Kong pickle. I've never seen anything like that in my life. They didn't look slippery.
No, it looked like a cucumber more to me.
Yeah.
I liked them going out and getting hammered. I loved Marlo like laying outside of her hotel room.
That
waiting
looked
to get
fun.
in.
One Oak, like Hong Kong.
Right?
Sign me up.
Looks like a good time.
Why are they not there? Like, I'd just be at the club 24/7.
I know.
Waste your time. And I love how the girls are like, I'm not going to be the wigs. I'm glad they called it out. Like, decorate the wigs with these things. It was a sweet idea, but they're like, we're not 6.
No, I agree. I just think the way that they did this trip to me is like, I get the idea. I guess I'm just not a tour guide person. Like when I go to a city, I want to like just kind of wander around, explore it, look stuff up. Like it's felt very forced. Like now we're going to go do samurai shit. It's like, just go have fun. You're on vacation.
Right.
You don't need to be like forcing these like events. I don't know.
I was like, I'd rather be getting a nice Japanese facial spa treatment.
Go find a cheap spa, eat, like, I don't know, wander around. You can find some markets, there's stuff to do that's not like a forced activity.
Some cool markets. Go look at the just walk around, go eat some cool
experience
food.
The city, right?
Oh my God, I couldn't believe that they went to that samurai sword thing. Was that this episode?
Yes, so dumb.
Oh my God, it made me want to go to sleep. I just did love Candy showing up in her grandma pajamas.
Yeah, just like it was pajama party. Everybody said like everybody's dressed to the nines.
Eva finally showed up looking somewhat pretty.
I know, right? Finally put on an outfit. I don't think so. Tell me if I'm wrong, but Nene has never been this emotional on this show, right? Like crying.
No, I've never seen her like this. Even when they're getting divorced.
Man, it's obvious they're really going through some shit. I mean, like when he sent her those huge flowers, and like the letter he sent was very adorable. Very like sometimes you're reminded he's like 65, you know, like very old school romance to me.
It was sweet, but was Eva? Was it all like just a coincidence, or was it a setup produced thing
that she happened to be in there?
Yeah, and then she's like, "Want me to read it?" I'd be like, "No, bitch! I don't want everyone to read the note from my dying husband right now."
I thought that was weird.
Get the fuck away from me.
I did think when Nene said this was such an accurate description of like marriage and love. Greg's the only person that can piss me off in 5 seconds and make me smile in 5 seconds.
I know. That was so sweet. I love their montage.
It's so true. Oh my God, the montage was great.
On the horse.
What did she say when she was like, Greg, like she asked him something and he like, he thought she said something completely different. Like she was trying to be sexy and he was like, what? Do you want me off the floor? You know, it's like, oh my God.
They are such a sweet couple.
I hope they make it.
Nene's just super scared that she's going to lose him. Yeah. And I think he'd be like me. I'd be real, probably nasty if I was in that situation. I'd probably be, I think a lot of people do get like that.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to keep a positive. He's still alive though and doesn't seem like he's.
No, I think they seem better, I think. So hopefully they are.
Maybe he's getting better. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
It's just sad. It is weird. And then with what's her face, her friend with Cynthia, when she comes in, you can't really console poor Nene. She just needed to go home.
Yeah.
But she did feel better after the flowers came, which was kind of weird. So it obviously showed that her and Greg were in a humongous fight, and maybe she thought they were going to break up or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she thought. I mean, I think she felt like it was in a real bad place, and I don't think she felt a lot better after the flowers, but at least it was like he was showing effort, you know?
Yeah, but she seemed like she went out and...
Sometimes all it takes is some flowers, gentlemen.
But he's the dying one, and he's sending the flowers. Seems a little ass backwards.
Right. I'm ready for them to get back, though. Honestly, this trip was not a great... It wasn't a great vacation to me.
This whole season's been weird. The vibe is off. Tanya was a bad cast.
Shamari...
I like Shamari, but there's nothing to her. I like how she can drink and she's so little and everything. Yeah. I actually don't mind her. I don't dislike her, but I just think she's too calm and quiet to be a housewife.
Right. I would agree. I do not like her though. That part.
Did you see the upcoming thing? Like they say that she's got a drinking issue.
It looks good. The second half of the season looks like it really picks up.
I hope this whole Eva stuff is real because it says that she's like living beyond her means.
Oh, that's going to be
good. And that wedding, it looks exciting.
Can't wait. Yeah, it needs to pick up a little bit. I would agree. You got anything else on that Atlanta episode?
I liked Candy and Portia's apology.
Yeah, I thought that was nice. Yeah, they finally made up.
Portia's a pretty pregnant lady.
Yeah, she is really pretty. She looks good. It was good to see her out and about for a minute, getting out of bed.
Watching her talk FaceTime with her boyfriend or whoever the hell he is. She's like taking her clothes off, hiking those boobs up. She really knows what to do.
Yep. All right, Vanderpump. God. So it's still difficult for me this whole season. I
can't even remember what happened.
They start the girls' trip. I like they go look at the engagement party venue and he's like looking around. He's like, this looks expensive. Like, did you want dinner or did you just want like a plate of like appetizers? It's like, come on.
That is a lot of money though.
$14,000 for a party.
It's a wedding.
Well, he spent all his money on that freaking ring.
Oh my God. They don't need that an engagement party like that.
I used to really like Brittany, and
Me
now
too.
I can't stand her.
It's going downhill. She's turning into one of them.
I'm going to admit what I wrote down was I'm starting to hate her, but I'm trying not to use that word.
That place looked really pretty.
It did look pretty.
I did love it, but I was Team Jax there because I just want to smack all those girls. I guess I'm just not into like spending thousands of dollars on.
Right.
I mean, on a wedding that's okay, but you can't have just a nice little. I guess they have the money. They're not broke.
No, they got the money. I think. How about
that
when
place
Jackson
looks really nice? So I
it
thought
did
it looked
look
pretty.
nice. When Jackson Brittany went to therapy.
What a piece of shit he is.
He's like the flashbacks. It always trips me out. The flashbacks of him like literally cheating were less than a year ago, and the therapist like, what do you think needs to be healed? And he like doesn't want to talk about anything. It was like this is not healthy at all. He was getting super irritated with like her even bringing it up.
Troubled, man.
It's not good. It's like, and the therapist wasn't having it. It was just like, this isn't the way you do this. Like.
And Brittany, he does just shut her the hell up.
Mm-hmm. He really does. And she takes it, too. She's like, well, I just want us to be on a good page. You know, it's like, oh, my God.
She is obnoxious lately. She just wants to marry him and be on the show. I don't even think she likes him that much anymore. After watching her at that girls' trip, maybe she likes him, but she likes being on TV.
Yeah, she does. Definitely.
Did she know him when she met him in Vegas? That she's at home watching freaking Vanderpump Rules in Kentucky? Don't tell me she's not, right?
I know. I don't.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah,
to think of that.
It is. Her accent and stuff. It just
somebody called into Amy Phillips' radio show on Sirius Radio and said that the mom is like the town whore in Kentucky and she lives there and all this stuff.
The mom does rock like a full face of makeup all the time.
She knows how to blow you real good. She knows how to get that engagement ring real quick. Tyler would
Mom.
His eyeballs would pop out if she got a hold of him. So, okay. Jax's legs, though, look bigger than they normally should. They're so tan. They don't really match his body to me when he's wearing those shorts. And
I miss that.
I guess I can't stop looking at his legs. He's so sick to me. He's such a psycho bastard, and they should not be getting married.
No, it's not.
You forget that she went and screwed somebody else after they broke up, and then they got back together. She's not that anything's wrong with her going screwing somebody, but she's not innocent as she seems.
No. I don't think so. I mean, listen, she's putting up with his shit, so it's like to an extent.
You think she's blowing lines with Kristen?
Some of them are definitely doing some heavy cocaine, I think.
Like, 24/7.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, Kristen. Speaking of Kristen, I love how they say she doesn't travel well. It's like, what is she, an animal? I don't.
What does that mean?
What does it mean? She doesn't travel well. Like what? Who? What? It doesn't travel well. You're going on a private jet for 45 minutes. Like, I don't even think the flight would be that long.
And she went and she flew home early, didn't go to Paris with them when they were in Europe.
It's crazy.
What I didn't understand, after midnight, she turns into... Maybe stop drinking so much and doing so many drugs and eat something.
Right. 100%. They also flew... I think they flew into Santa Barbara and then drove to Solvang because, like, Solvang's, like, probably 40 minutes.
I was wondering that.
Santa Barbara. And I think because I don't think Solvang has an airport. So it's like you still got in a car. Like, what was the point of that? It was just a waste of money.
They were in a car and that's when all the drama was happening. We needed 3 hours of that.
So speaking of drinking a lot and not eating anything, we went to Solvang for one of our good friend from college's wedding because we went to school in Santa Barbara. And before the wedding, which was black tie, we decided it was a good idea to go hit some wineries up. And the day kind of got away from us. And so we ended up like some of the people we were with got wasted and we had to like get it together to go to the wedding. And it was like a complete disaster.
Oh my God.
Someone was asked to leave from the wedding. It was not a good situation. So like wine tasting, while it looks like you're not drinking a lot, you go to 3-4 wineries, the day is over.
Oh yeah.
It's a wrap.
You're only eating some things here and there.
Yeah, they give you like crackers to like cleanse your palate.
It looks like a cute little place.
It's very cute, yeah. It looks like
your friend Kristen grew up in Solvang?
Yeah, she's from there.
Wow, there's Solvang High?
I don't know if it's called Solvang High, but there's definitely a whole little town, a whole life there. People live there.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Kristen and Carter fighting. Carter hates her. She hates him.
It's not
What's
good.
the situation there?
Well, it's also like just what a shocker. She's in a relationship that's toxic and they fight all the time. Like, of course.
Oh, she's the worst. I can't look at her.
I know. Looks like next week is the episode where she falls over, which looks great. So I'm looking forward to that.
Lala quit drinking because she went through a hurricane-proof window. What does that mean?
How's that possible? What does that mean?
Slice your arm open or something?
No, she said something like I broke down a hurricane-proof window. Like, what does that mean? Like she's raging and like I thought that was weird too.
Would you crack your head open?
I don't know.
Did Randall push you?
I feel like that story needed a little bit more explanation.
A hurricane, yeah. How thick is that? I need to know what's going on there.
Me too.
Batten down the hatches. What state are you in?
It's good.
Florida?
I don't know. The other stuff in the episode was like all the James mom stuff, which was very depressing.
Oh my God. You took your first steps in Tiffany's. It's so depressing.
It's like, did I not provide for you? Ralph Lauren, Burberry. It's like, oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
It's just obvious. It's
poor
like
James.
She's out of touch.
James, to me, has the biggest heart out of any of those assholes. He's always there for his siblings. He's there genuinely, like, hugging his brother.
I think he's just a broken, flawed person.
And they were always alone. They raised each other.
Yeah. The parents screwed them. He doesn't know how to cope with it, so he acts out like a child.
Right.
Yeah, it's just not good.
And James's mom acts like her and Lisa Vanderpump had a lesbian relationship at one point, and she's going to spill the beans on her.
Right, and she like keeps asking her for all of these things, like all of her children deserve a job there just because she knows Lisa. I don't understand.
It's very mafia-esque. Like, hey, Vanderpump.
Right.
I need a job.
Totally.
When's the mom going to start working there? I'm surprised she's not hosting.
Mom needs a job. Get her there on the girls' nights.
I love Guillermo. We need more Guillermo.
Yeah, he was good. Also, I loved when Kristen just picked a weed out and said, "What is this, lavender? I just ate it." Like,
see, she's on stuff.
Eating a bush.
Don't just do that.
That was good.
And what's her face made a good point, Ariana. She's like, dogs have pissed all over that bush.
100%. You're not. You
so gross.
Why are you eating a public plant? You don't know what it is. It's like, come on.
Kristen's going on a trip. She forgets her purse. Who does that?
I know. She's a disaster, man.
She seems like she's on some pills to me.
Something. Or like a lot of edibles. I don't know.
That Ariana song, I give people credit for putting themselves out there. I enjoyed Lala's song. I enjoy the fast version of... I enjoy all the Housewives songs. This Ariana one's horrible. Have you heard it?
No.
Oh, it's terrible.
I'll pass on that.
Yeah.
Just from the recording, it looked bad. Any other thoughts on the Vanderpump episode?
I hate the stage scenes where Lala, Sheena, and Brittany go in and ask Lisa Vanderpump for time off. Like,
I wrote that down too. It's like so fake. I hate it.
I hate it.
God, I'm filled with hatred.
No, it's just bad. They've ruined this show.
Yeah, it is. Just take them out of there. They don't need to work there.
I didn't think you would ever jump the shark, but Willie has fully left the building.
Willie?
Free Willy. I just think of Free Willy jumping over. He's not a shark, but he's better than a shark.
Willie the shark is definitely better than a shark.
Those orcas are the most beautiful, majestic creatures on the planet, aren't they?
Did you ever see Blackfish? Was that what it was called?
No, I wasn't going to. I don't torture myself with stuff like that.
God.
I would be outside. I'd be at SeaWorld post and shop, which, good for those people. But I'm so brainwashed. I am brainwashed. I mean, I'm not brainwashable, but I don't like those because it's only one person's point of view. So I need everybody's answers. But it sounds so depressing.
It was so sad.
I hear just tidbits here and there about the babies and their dorsal fins are bent over. Oh, it's horrible.
They're just like depressed. It's sad. And like when they get separated from each other, like the mom and just make these noises.
Oh my
like,
God. Oh my God.
For like months by themselves in their tank. It's terrible.
So I couldn't handle the whole border. I know this, this is going off topic, but when they're ripping the kids from the parents, it's horrible.
Yeah. It's terrible. All right. On lighter news, Beverly Hills, baby.
Oh my God.
We're back. Teddy has a new house, which I have to comment did not look kid friendly. It looks like it's on the edge of a cliff.
I wrote that down too. Like,
right?
Your kid is gonna bounce a ball off. They're not gonna realize they can't get it, and they're gonna jump off like a dog and die.
Right? Like it looks like it literally was in the Hollywood Hills, like on a
Why would
cliff.
you do that?
I don't know. It did
5
not
houses down, you got to get that house.
I know.
She's making buckets of money with that business.
I think she is for sure. What does her husband do? Does
he has some type of alarm
security
company
or something
that Kyle Richards didn't have set up in time or something.
So how is everybody getting robbed? I don't understand.
It's like the stupidest storyline I've ever heard in my life.
Why is everybody, but like, you're just leaving your house. Like, what is that? They have no security system. Your neighbor down the street has that stupid ringer shit that Shaq is always repping. Everybody has a security system. So like, what are you?
Yeah, apartments. People in freaking apartments have them. And how do you have all that shit and you don't have somebody staying personally at your house while you're gone?
Yeah, or a house sitter. You have all those dogs. You're not going to bring somebody in to like be a house sitter?
Right. Mauricio's mom doesn't come up. I don't get that. I actually feel bad for Kyle, but I don't believe what's her face is Dorit scam face. She's a scammer, man.
I think it's stupid. All of it. It's like, get some security. Like,
Dorit seems like she's really 100% acting to me at this point.
Yeah, she's always seemed real fake to me.
Yeah, the opening up though with Lisa and Kyle. What do you think?
Oh, it looked good. I've never seen Lisa so heated. Like,
I was
real
great.
heated.
I love her and her raise her voice like that.
People really hate. So this is what I found, like being part of, like now that we have our Twitter at Escape2Pod, all these people online, like people hate Lisa Vanderpump, like hate her, and hate Lisa Rinna too. Like,
yes,
they hate both of them, and it's weird. I love Lisa Rinna. She's like one of my favorites.
She's one of my favorite housewives of all time.
I find her hilarious.
Me too.
And she starts shit,
And she's gorgeous in a different way.
Yeah.
And she's so interesting. I love LVP. I like LVP. I used to like her a lot more.
I think I like her more on a show like a Vanderpump, where she's just allowed to like do what she wants to do. I don't think she really plays well in the sandbox, if you will. Like,
Yeah, like back when Eileen got offended that she asked her about her husband having an affair is when it all started to get weird with LVP. Like they're trying to show that she was always been told that she had the producer's ear.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe she does in a way. I don't know. But hearing her scream is more the LVP, I think, who she really might be than the calm little. I was waiting for a swan to like jump out at Kyle when she left the house.
That would have been good.
Ken is a bitch, though. Ken shouldn't be in Kyle's face yelling at her like that.
I hate when the men get involved in the women's business.
Ken likes to get involved unexpectedly, right?
Yeah, he does. It is interesting. So the big drama. Here we go. Vanderpump dogs. So Dorit adopted a dog from Vanderpump Dogs, and then says the dog bit her kids and bit PK, and then says she had a woman that was going to take the dog, but then the dog somehow ended up at a shelter.
Yeah, right.
And the Vanderpump dog employee is extremely upset about it.
The lady that found the dog on the 405 brought it to the shelter.
Right, exactly.
That little dog is just a little dog. It nips. That's what those freaking puppies do.
And those little dogs are annoying. They do, but it's like
they're more vicious than a Doberman.
But why wouldn't you just call her and be like, "Listen, the dog's not working out. I'm gonna have to give you back the dog." Like,
It all is so fishy.
It's weird.
And you only give it 24 hours. Will it piss on your carpet and you got mad at it? So you just, who does that? You're an adult. You're not 15 years old. You should know better than to just.
So this is, from judging what I've read about the show, this is like the starting of the entire beef that like leads to the downfall, right? Of everything.
I think so. I think that's what the fight with Kyle and freaking LVP is about.
About the dog, you think?
They're not a. That's what I think it is because of if LVP leaked it to the press and she's trying to lie about it or so. That's what I think it is, but it could not be.
Okay.
I hope it's not.
it starts getting
definitely
called
not like Jersey.
Right. It gets called the dog situation the rest of the episode. So that's what it's gonna be. I think like
Lucy comes out like she's some vicious animal. She didn't even flinch the whole time she was in the Vanderpump dog. She seemed very calm.
She did. Very calm.
She probably wanted to get the hell out of that house.
Well, also little kids can be like, like little kids around animals,
Yeah.
especially like they can pull on them and like, so you do have to make sure the dog is like super chill. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. I thought that was interesting. I like Lisa at that, she's like started crying at the Vanderpump dogs, but like Kyle was coming in hot. Like Kyle's over Lisa, you can tell.
You can tell their vibe is off, right?
Totally. She's just not here for it, and I think it really threw Lisa off.
I feel like Kyle's cut her hair and she's a different person. She doesn't seem like the same Kyle.
I know, she doesn't. It's
she doesn't look the same.
Yeah,
she walks differently. She's like
her walk was
like
weird
an army soldier.
Okay,
Who
thank you. Dorian was like, as he was watching, he was like, what is this walk? Is that how she walks? I'm like, I don't know. Is she sore? Like, but she walked like that the entire episode. Like, I thought, I don't know. It was
like
weird. I agree.
She lost her feet or something.
Yes, like very bizarre. Also, I have to comment on Dorit's hair at the lunch at Rena's. She rolls up with like the side poof and then rocks that like every other scene of the episode. I don't know what her hair person is doing to her.
It looks so uncomfortable.
It doesn't look. It just
in
looks
your
bad
face?
too. It's like 1982. I don't get it.
I appreciate her like trying, but you should look in the mirror and say this was a misstep.
I think
Erica,
Denise
pull her aside and tell her.
Right? I think Denise is going to be fun though. She seems very like free and open.
She does.
And just kind of like, oh, whatever. And everyone seems fascinated with her, if you notice. Like,
kiss her ass.
So I think she's already in a position of power.
She's fascinating just to watch, right?
Yeah, she is. Her face, she's still pretty, but she's definitely aged.
Yeah, she has. And she's not as Botoxed out, maybe.
No, she definitely has way less
more,
Botox,
right?
I think, than any of them. Maybe because she's actually an actress. And, like,
but I
wants
bet
to
in
express
person
her
she's prettier than all of them, but on camera, it's tough. But she is so beautiful, and I love Erica. It's throwing me off how nice Erica is, too.
Right? It is weird. She was very nice. And saying she like loved her in films and stuff. I was like, wow, this is a little like fangirlish of Erica.
Yes, and that was
Intriguing.
fun. I would like to be at that little luncheon. That looked like a fun luncheon.
It did.
At Lisa Rinna's house. Oh, I would love that tequila on ice. Oh,
right. Speaking of food, Kyle's party. The charcuterie setup was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. It looked amazing.
I love the charcuterie, the charcuterie.
But all of them. Or like, I'll take a hamburger and a hot dog. I was like, wow, look at that. And then I realized they were just eating the bunless meat. It's like, you're not eating a hot dog.
Cutting it with a freaking knife and fork.
Oh,
come on, Lisa Rinna, you know how to eat a hot dog.
It kind of broke my heart. And they're like, once a year, right? Like once a year we eat a hot dog. Yeah, like twice a year. I'm like, you're not eating a hot dog. You're eating literally just like the dog part. A hot dog implies the entire thing to me. You say I had a hot dog.
Sad.
It's not like you're eating a sausage.
Oh my God, it's so sad. Tyler was friends with this old man that used to come into the nursery he worked at. And he was like 90, or he was like probably 80s. And he lived alone. It was 4th of July. He asked us to come over. I was pregnant with my first son. So we went over there. Me and Tyler would bring bratwurst. The whole time this old man's bitching at us that they were too greasy. And why'd we bring these bratwurst? When we're trying to be nice, it just makes me think of that. Oh my God. It's just crazy. I mean, they can't
Why are you
eat
going
a bun.
to some old man's house to eat sausage?
Well, we went to go see the fireworks. He had a nice view.
Oh, okay.
And he was all alone. And I actually fell asleep watching him. But Tyler, I mean, he was just by himself. He was a nice guy, but he would thought we were sinners because we were having a child before marriage.
Yeah.
But he was wild, but I just remember him yelling at us, "Oh, I can't eat this. It's too greasy." And like when you're old, you don't care what the hell you say. But that freaking wow, that was just cutting and watching her eat that and them talking about that. That's how you stay so thin that late in life, I guess.
100%. Yeah.
Oh,
Kyle's house is great though. I love that house. I really like the style.
The house is good, but it's not her.
Yeah, I mean, Faye Resnick, man, she can design an interior, though. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, I love Faye. When's she going to be a housewife?
Yeah, she would be a good addition.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be, I think it's going to be a good season. Who's your favorite? Lisa Rinna.
Yeah, it is Rinna. Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
Same.
Watching the kids swim in the pool with Teddy, she could have just been cut for me. I don't want to watch her. Do you like watching her?
No, she doesn't bring anything to me.
And all of it, she was like Miss Good, nice girl who didn't have glam, blah, blah, blah. Only took one season for her to Hollywood the shit out of it.
100%.
I actually could get rid of this whole franchise now because it's too Hollywood. It's not fun anymore. It's fun, but I was telling my friend at work, I would just like them to have, let's go to Kansas. Let's go to, or like you said, Portland or Seattle or some normal people. I don't need to watch Hollywood bullshit.
No, I think, and that's where you get like the best kind of real drama too, is like in these places where it is like what these people do. So I agree with you. I mean, I like the opulence of Beverly Hills. Like it's pretty to look at visually, like to see their lives. Yeah. But I do think they're guarded in how they act to a degree.
And like you're bringing in like big names like Denise Richards. That's great, but we could call it a different show at this point, I feel like.
Yeah, true.
And
it's not actually Housewives.
I would just love to see in New York City, it is the same big city, but for some reason those girls, it's just different. They're still mentally ill.
Definitely. Any other thoughts before we do just a little Jersey? Wrapping up the season.
I just hope that it's not all about the dog. And
me too, but I have a feeling it's going to be.
Different ways. Oh, the goat yoga was stupid, but
that was so stupid.
I bet you those goats do poop on people.
Oh, 100%. And it just seems unsanitary and not enjoyable. Yoga is supposed to be a peaceful experience.
Oh, I do have a complaint about the Vanderpump dogs. If you're trying to get that's another Hollywood bullshit thing.
We're in a mood today, people.
If you bring a dog
ramp
back,
up.
$5,000.
Oh, I know. The contract, $5,000. What the hell is that?
That's
Hollywood. So Beverly Hills bullshit. I know.
And then ask the little girl, "Do you want to sanitize your hand and then hold the dog?" No, give it. I mean, really?
I know.
I know, like whatever. We gotta stay clean, but it just sounded obnoxious.
Agreed.
Someone did make a point in another podcast that guy was mic'd up, and so it was like Lisa Vanderpump kind of wanted him to bring it up, but was don't say anything.
I think so. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, wrapping up a great season of Jersey. How about Jackie's mom's makeover? She looked fantastic.
She looked smoking hot.
Okay, I have a pet peeve. Jackie necklace. I do not understand grown women who need to wear necklaces with their names on it.
She thinks she's Carrie Bradshaw.
Like, it's really irritating to me. Every time I see it, I just want to rip it off her neck.
It'd be different if Sex and the City was still in its prime. It's been over for 15, 20 years now.
Right. 100%. Jennifer takes her kids to Hibachi.
I just have to say real fast, though, Jackie. Yes. Mom, how do you walk around with hair like that? You look like
so
shit.
Mean. So mean.
Even though she ended up looking fabulous. Like,
she did look like a different person.
F off.
I know. So mean.
And then the mom saying that they reached out and all that stuff. And the mom's like, well, I feel like that's almost science fiction. Like,
so sad. So sad.
Jeez.
But
she did look really good.
She looked phenomenal.
Grandma was getting banged that night. She looked good. Yeah, Jennifer and the husband are so depressing.
Oh my God, that dinner looked like a nightmare. Continue. I hate hibachi. It bothers me. The kid, if you take me to Target to get 2 things, I'll finish my soup.
They're working it, man.
And then they proceed to have like an extremely awkward conversation in front of the kids. He's like, that's spoiled. Then they start talking about how he's never around, like in front of the children. I'm like, this is not appropriate.
And then the kids start to say,
I know.
The son, like, well, if you want to be my role model, I have to see you.
I
mean, it was so sad. It's so
sad.
True.
And it is true, 100%.
And the daughter is in his face about it.
Yeah, like really pulling it.
They never see him.
No, they don't.
Probably once a month.
I think seriously, because I think he comes home after they've gone to bed. It's sad.
I get you got to make money, but money, at some point, you don't need all that money. You can get another doctor to help you at the practice or something.
Right. You also don't need to take all those patients. Like, yeah, there's ways to do it more effectively.
Yeah.
I have to say I love Dolores. I love that she says she's going to move out. I think she's really
in
good
love
person.
with her. I'm in love with Dolores.
And I just love Frank. I mean, they have it's a very fascinating relationship because, like, he tells her, or, he tells her, like, if you need to move on, she tells him he wants to move, and he seems, like, stunned. But then he's like, whatever you need, like, whatever. And they, like, kind of kiss. And, like, it was just, like, they have a very fascinating relationship.
They are soulmates. They should be together.
I know.
I don't know why. It makes me sad. I get that he screwed her over in life, but I think just move on.
I think it's been too long for her to even, like, think about it or something. I don't know. But it is good to see her prioritizing herself for once. Because I don't think she does need to be in that house.
I don't think she's moved out, but
no.
I really wonder when the last time was they were knocking boots. Yeah,
I wonder as well.
It'd be fascinating to know.
It would.
She's just so beautiful.
She really is.
Doesn't look like she has had any plastic surgery or Botox. Do you think she gets Botox? Maybe.
She always has the perfect tan too. She's always like perfectly bronzed.
God, she's
beautiful. They all came in pretty hot with the tan.
She's got good hair too. She's got that good Italian hair.
Great hair. Melissa and Joe, the conversation about him talking shit about her job in front of the daughter. I actually liked, he was like, if what I'm saying is hurting my daughter and my wife, I'm going to change. Like, I like Joe.
I love him. I love
He's
him.
definitely like old school Italian, but
yeah. Saying dildo in front of his daughter's like, come on. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
She is probably the most beautiful housewife kid out there, except for
Antonia,
the Gigi and what's her face.
Yeah, Gigi looks good too.
No, Gigi. What's her name?
Hadid.
Yeah, the Hadids. They take the cake, but they're
Hadid. Listen to that pronunciation.
Yeah,
Are you part of Shaw's?
Oh, did I say that?
Yes.
I say, me?
Yeah, you said Hadid. The red party. All right. So.
So I was disappointed though that she didn't find a sister.
I mean, it's all fake. Oh, you're shocked that the psychic wasn't correct?
That sounds like. And she acts like she had this crazy childhood. It just sounds like the mom was in a shitty.
Well, I just also think she idolized. She made her father seem like a saint for the first 6 seasons, and then it's like, he was never home, and
right.
We have another daughter. It's like, what?
It seemed like he died from cancer when she was 20 years old, and they were there when the line went flat, and they were saying goodbye to him, and they saw the soul rise to heaven. And not when he was coming home from his freaking girlfriend's house after he was drunk.
It's completely different.
Right.
Yep. It's weird.
Come on. Give me a sprinkle cookie, bitch.
When Melania, did you notice this when Teresa was getting ready? She's like, where are you going? And she's like, I'm going to the anniversary party. She's like, people do that? She's like, why don't they just want to hang out with each other? She's like, because they've done that for 16 years.
Because you're a kid, Melania, and you know you're too pure, and what you say makes too much sense.
I know. It's great. Everybody thinks Teresa's up Danielle's ass, which she is.
I know. You think you'd never see each other. You'd go on a nice trip together, try to spend time, maybe
some quality time.
Bring the mother along, bring the kids, try to have a family trip.
Or go away alone.
Go away alone. But if he never sees the kids, make it a loving thing. Try to. Terry Dubrow and him are the same person. Terry's never seen his kids.
Yeah, it's so true. They are the same. Jennifer's outfit, absolutely over the top. I thought it was just ridiculous. It looked classless, but attempting to look very classy.
It looked like Halloween. She looked like the Queen of Hearts.
Yes. Oh my God, she did look like Halloween. I'm
done with people referring to themselves as queens too.
Me too.
That's a red flag these days.
I love how Margaret brings her mom everywhere. It's like her,
so
Joe,
sweet,
and the mom everywhere.
I love it.
Dolores
is so adorable.
Hot. I love Dolores's outfit.
I wonder if Joe has ever gone up behind the mom, and like try to
grab
with
her
a
ass or
heart
something.
on and like hugging her, and she's like, oh shit, you know.
Jackie,
she's a hot broad.
She is. Sorry. Jackie just having an opinion as usual about the Danielle stuff. Like, she inserts herself into every conversation and like has something to say about it. I find it very annoying.
You know, I used to be Jackie. She could stay or go, I guess, or whatever. I guess I don't really want her to go, but I don't know who they'd bring in. And then I don't know if she'll be back. And then Jennifer, I really did love her, but now I honestly could see her go.
Oh no, she'll be back.
You think she'll be back? Okay.
She's too good TV, I think. Marty and Danielle show up. Everybody says, I loved Joe said that Marty's pussy possessed, and that his mind's been poisoned by Danielle, which he has seemed to transform from like a kind of pleasant guy into a bit of a weirdo.
I think that's who he is too, though.
Yeah.
Danielle, you know who Danielle is.
Right, of course. Margaret's Joe tells him
men hide it more.
Yes,
can hide
that
it
he's
better.
a dick.
Yeah. Danielle liked his money, so she put up with it until she couldn't.
Yep. 100%. Oh, how about the belly dancers? And then Joe Gorga is like, I love this culture. As they're like dancing around him. He's hilarious.
I love him, but he is annoying. How what if Melissa was dry humping men in front of him? But
I know
they're just joking around.
Right.
Yeah. And then he says to her, like, "You're so hot." They really do have a fiery relationship,
yes,
which
they do.
I do love.
Yeah.
She does look pretty.
So Joe convinces the other Joe to like go talk to Marty. They go outside. Oh God. Marty calls Joe jealous. Your wife doesn't have the body Danielle does, which like I don't understand these insults. It's like that's a really like low down dirty thing to say about somebody's wife. I don't understand.
Yeah, why are you going after her like that?
Right?
I'm surprised he doesn't go after Marty, or Marty doesn't go after Joe for his height and make like short man jokes.
Right. But like Joe really does
go
the
after
little
poor
Joe.
Margaret.
He comes across just like he really doesn't give a shit. Like he'll fight you even though he's 5'5". Like
yeah,
you know,
he didn't even swing. I thought he'd try and swing. Yeah.
No, I thought so too.
It's like on the Wizard of Oz, and Marty is the wizard, and he shows up to the thing, and he's just looking up at him. Marty's pretty big.
He is the tall guy. Joe gets in his face. They're talking shit. Calls him a little fucking shit, which I thought was great. Margaret comes out and he keeps talking shit, and then next thing you know, the two of them tag team and push him into the pool.
They're my favorite housewife couple of all time.
You notice how he kept his hand above water to like try to save his watch? He was like, I mean, full on pushing somebody into a pool unexpectedly is like it's a pretty dirty move. Like it really
was
is.
Great. I loved it, and he deserved it.
I love as they're walking past, and Danielle's like, "Did someone just throw my husband in there? Who threw him in the pool?" And she just walks by. Your husband's in the pool. Who threw him there?
Margaret, your husband's in the pool.
We
oh
did.
My God.
Your husband's in the pool. All time line. Casual and smooth.
Oh my
like,
God. The way they walked
smooth.
out together like Bonnie and Clyde was,
I know.
It was the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was great. I also loved that it was like a man. Like it wasn't like women cattily fighting. It was like two men, and then a man ended up in a pool. Like I just loved that.
Yes. It was great.
Just pure gold.
Margaret really, and then she's like, I think you're the emasculated one now, shithead, or something like that.
Yeah.
She's really good.
And
it did take she had to push him a couple times. He's a big dude.
He is. They made it happen.
Margaret and her husband, though, I don't care if it happened with an affair. I'm sick of people bringing that up. You can tell they love each other.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, listen, sometimes people doesn't work out, and then the next second marriage, they're together 20 years. So, you never know. I mean, I would hope it wouldn't happen to me, but.
Yeah, I'm bummed, I got my prenup.
Do you? I do not have a prenup.
No, we have nothing. Oh, my God, no. Mourners are prenup.
Yeah, right.
Surprise baby was the prenup.
I loved it. And then I loved, like, Danielle. Teresa and Danielle is a real weird thing to me. Like, Teresa is riding for her, like, in a real way.
It is.
I don't get it.
It's not a good look for Teresa.
No, it's not a good look at all. Because you know what's going to happen? They are all saying it, but it's a matter of time. Like, if she's on next season, she's going to turn on Teresa. I know she will.
Why is she on?
I don't know.
And then she's like, you know who I am. You know what I'm talking about. And you are Teresa Giudice. And you don't let anybody tell you what to do.
It's like she's mind fucking her. It's like
she is. She's like a religious person.
And Teresa's falling for it.
Yeah, she is. And then they flash back to Caroline and Dina. Now, back in the day, what did Danielle Staub do other than having a bad reputation? Did she do anything to them? I can't really remember. Because this season,
I can't remember either.
Margaret has full-blown, when you flash back to her saying, well, you cheated on your husband, all for going to Dolores' thing where they're probably contractually obligated to freaking go to.
Yep. I think that I would like to go back and watch the early seasons of Jersey. When I see the flashbacks, I'm like, man, I really blew through that, and like I would like to go back. So
we didn't know that we were watching like
history,
such classic television.
Right. I agree.
Teresa with those curls and that hat,
oh my God,
and the dark hair.
Yes, she's
I would like
different.
to go back to the darkness of Melissa and Teresa fighting over the cookies.
The sprinkle cookies.
Holy crap.
And just like, I think it would be good to see all, like, everybody so young. I think I am going to do it if I can find it somewhere.
I know. Really was good TV.
Oh man, you saw the reunion trailer for Jersey?
It looks epic.
Oh my God. Teresa, somebody said, like, I think it was Margaret was on Watch What Happens Live and said she comes in hot. She comes in hot. She looks like she's like getting Andy's cards and throwing them at somebody. It's going to be good.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yep.
Oh my God. It looks great. I can't wait.
It was a phenomenal season.
I was surprised that killed the party though. And was there anybody else that wasn't part of the show at this stupid party?
Yeah, there were a lot of people there. So when she was like, the party's over, it's like, no, it's not. You still have like 70 people inside your house.
Right. And then everybody left. That was a weird ending. It kind of just wrapped up like that. But
yeah, great.
Danielle
season.
needs to go, I think. I wonder, but what else drama would there be? What would the drama have been at the last episode without Danielle?
I wonder the same. I don't know.
So.
She doesn't bother me. Like, she doesn't. I think she kind of brings some necessary drama to me. I don't know.
Yeah, but she's like the Blackfish documentary to me. It's just sad.
Yeah, no.
It's
going to get sadder now
about her.
She's not married and going through this crazy divorce and has no money, so it would get real sad now.
I would like to see her get along with people and not.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
Yeah.
She does. But that scene though, you know who I am, and you know you are Teresa Giudice. For everyone to talk about, she is such the queen. She's so just not with it.
It's weird. It's real weird. I don't know what it's about. I don't like it because, like, I want Teresa to be like, I want her to get along with everybody, and I don't want her to be making stupid decisions like this. But I don't know. It's going to be.
I don't want Margaret
and
Teresa to argue.
Right. Well, she's going to defend her. If she defends her fully at the reunion, that's going to be weird to watch. But we'll see.
Your husband's in the pool was the most epic line I've ever seen in my life. Great. And the way they just kept on walking.
All time.
Oh, I just love them so much.
It was a good season. I enjoyed it. But we'll be talking the reunion, folks, so it's not over yet. Till the fat lady sings.
It actually looks like a decent reunion. So
it looks great. But 3 parts, again, I say it never needs to be 3 parts. But
3 parts. See. Yeah, let's wrap that shit up, people.
Right? 2. Give us 2. All right. On that note,
I'll be catching stupid, keeping up with the Croy Biermans, whatever the hell their name is.
Oh God. Okay. All I have to say about this is, I hate what they've done to their faces. All of them. Ariana's doing it now too. Brielle, like it's sick, and it's like it makes me very uncomfortable.
It's child abuse. When they were, I just saw a clip today. I saw a clip today of them, and I thought Brielle was Kim.
It's gross. It's like she's passing on her sickness to her children. I don't like it at all.
I'll watch the first episode. After the kid got bit in the face, I didn't watch. But it is funny. Like, Tyler hates her so much. And he's like, you better be nice to the dogs. That's why Kim's kid got bit, Justine, because she was mean to them, and they can sense that. So I always think about it like I'm always super sweet to my dogs because he's like, she never pet that dog. That dog was never allowed in the house. I don't care. He has such a disdain for Kim.
Yeah, I can't watch it. It makes me uncomfortable. So
that clip of her, real fast, we'll wrap up. But that clip of her back in the day at the reunion, acting like I had just retweeted it on her Twitter. You should find it. That she said she had cancer, but then at the last minute she's crying. She's like, well, then I found out I didn't have cancer. She was trying to make everyone think she had cancer. Remember that? Mm-hmm. She's a bad person.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like it. I'm not going to engage.
Why
stepping back.
did Croy marry her?
Because Croy's a loser.
What's wrong with him?
He's a simpleton who played football from like Montana. Like,
but he seemed like he had a good heart, though.
I don't know.
And then this woman with a loose vagina came after him.
On that note, folks, we'll be back for Love After Lockup. It's on in a few minutes. Can't wait to watch.
Oh, yeah, baby.
So check out our Love After Lockup episodes if you're watching that. And please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. And holler at us on Escape to Reality Podcast on Instagram as you listen. Tag us in your stories. We love seeing our friends around the globe listening. And we'll be back.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.